Hello, my name is Larry G, and I live in the beautiful Texas Hill Country, and I would like to talk to you today about the grid going down and losing power, and of course you're going to lose water. So I got a few tips and ideas that I'd like to show you of how my wife and I get by without water when the power is off. When we first moved into this house, we didn't have running water, and we had very little electricity. We just had 2 extension cords coming from a pole outside, and for months and months and months we lived here, and while I built and built and built, and it got better and better every day, but there was times when it was hard. So anyway, we'll start off with here in the bathroom. We're gonna show you how we took a shower. Now what we did is we got this pump up sprayer shower off of Amazon, and you just simply pump it up. You get in your shower, and it has this nozzle on it, and you can take a shower right here. And to not waste water, what we've done is we put a small tub down here, and it collects most of the water as we shower. And then we'll take the tub and we keep a 5-gallon bucket near the toilet, and we pour it into the 5-gallon bucket so we can flush the toilet with it. And as you can see, if you pour this water, it only takes about 2.5 gallons or so to flush this. There you go. Now, mostly we found that going number 1 is the best way is to do it outside. Mostly for me, I can go outside. And for Dana, she would go in here, and we would go to the restroom several times before we would flush it. So to counter that, we'll put a little bleach in the water to keep the germs and smell down, and or some pine sol to for a few hours, and then you can, it doesn't smell up the bathroom and doesn't look nasty. And for taking a shower in the winter, if it's cold, to heat the water, we would use our generator, battery or gasoline, whichever is available, and we would use a large coffee pot, and we would heat the water up, pour it into the shower or the 5-gallon bucket, which I'll show you later, and that way we could have warm water to take a shower. And I think that covers everything in the bathroom. Now, I want to show you a great source of water in your house if you have a water heater is this. Your power will be off, your water will be off, so you want to turn your power off to your water heater. And because if it comes back on, it's going to be empty. And you simply put a hose on it like this. A little short hose I got at Walmart. And you turn this valve. Your valve may look different, but it's very similar. And you turn this on, and the water will come out. So that's 40 to 50 gallons sitting in your house that's available to use. At some point, it'll cool off in a few hours, and then you can use it. Now for filtering water, which is very important at all times, no matter what, we have a Berkey. And you pour water in here, it's gravity fed, and this drains into here, and it takes a little time, but it's very effective, and it cleans the water. And we use this for coffee making and cooking. Over here we have a pitcher. You may have seen these. This is, you pour the water in the top and it drains to the bottom. Same principle as the Berkey. And then we pour it into this container. And we just keep doing it until this is full, so we don't have to keep doing it over and over repeatedly. The thing that is real important about all of these things that I'm showing you is you got to do these in advance. You got to work out all the bugs, all the problems that you're going to have. You got to think about all the situations that you're going to run into. You got to visualize what it's going to be like. Because most people haven't been without electricity. They've had a life where it's been interrupted for many, many, many years. But that can change. So these are ideas that you can use to help you around your house. Now, we'll go outside and I'll show you some barrels that I have and for storing water for convenience. Now these barrels are 55-gallon drum that I bought, and they were real cheap. They were like $40, $30 or $40 for each one. I bought 8 of them. I got this pump, and it just threads onto the tank right here. And then you just simply pump this, and it'll fill up whatever it is you need to fill up. This is drinkable water. This is water that can be used for flushing. This can be used for dishes. This can be used for washing clothes as well, if you need to. All those things I just mentioned will have to be done, and showers. But mostly, this is for drinking. And I have a lot of it, I say. So, this is another shower method I'd like to show you. I rigged up a bracket on this pole on my deck, which is taller than me. I can go simply stand underneath it. I can put it here. Now, a 5-gallon bucket of water weighs quite a bit. So what you want to do is you want to get another 5-gallon bucket and you want to bail the water into the shower bucket. Like that. Then you come down to a lower point, and I have, my cameraman can show you here, I have some duct tape on here that's been on here for weeks, the same piece, because it's dry. I keep it dry. But you can replace it if you need to. And you simply pull this tape off, and I've drilled holes in this bucket, and I can take a shower. This runs for several minutes when it's full, a 5-gallon bucket. Several minutes. And that's another option that you can do outside in your area of choice. Now over here I have cattle tubs.
This point down there.
This is for watering cattle. And I put these on the edge of my roof. I have a metal roof, and I collect it when it rains. This is for flushing the toilet. This is for washing clothes. And I keep the water clean enough that I can take a shower in it. I put chlorine tablets in it and or a little shot of bleach to keep the algae from growing in and getting all nasty. I keep a plywood board on it to slow down the evaporation and bugs and leaves getting in it. This over here is another project that I'm working on. This is a sump pump, and just for demonstration purposes, I'm going to show you I would use my generator or my battery power to bail water out of a creek, a river, a lake. I'm portable. I have a portable power with me. I have an electric sump pump. For demonstrations, I'm going to plug it in and show you how fast I can fill up a 5-gallon bucket of water. just a few seconds, I can empty this whole container and move it somewhere else that I need. This is also good for gardening. I'll show you some larger reservoirs of water that I have on site that I can use to pump water for a garden if I need it, which it probably will. Now over here, I've got these located all over the property in various places. I try to keep them in the shade. This was in the sunshine right now. Like I said, I have 8 of those. And here's another place that I capture water off the roof for flushing the toilet. It's absolutely free. I just have to rely on the rain. Now, if there is no rain for an extended period of time, which happens in Texas quite often, I have larger tanks. We'll go to this back one. This is a 300-gallon tank, and it's got a cover on it right now. You may have seen these around. This holds 300 gallons. This will be filled with a gutter system. I have a pipe that will come down from here with a screen on it to keep the leaves out, and I will fill this with rainwater, again for showers, washing clothes, washing dishes, utility water. It doesn't necessarily have to be super clean, just clean enough to do what I need to do. And rainwater is typically fairly clean. It does have some dirt, dust, and whatever else it picks up in the atmosphere. So if you're going to drink it, be sure to filter it really good. And then we'll move over to some more water storage that we have. I got to show you this. A friend of mine watered their dog with this, and they left it at our house. I didn't know this existed until I saw her leave it. But it's got a pump on it, and it'll pump the water out of this tank. Oh, if I take the lid off. Like that. Really handy. You can store water in these too, lots of water. And then you'll notice inside I have multiple kinds of water stored. I have the bottled water, which I filter through my Berkey or my pitcher or other ways. I have gallon water everywhere. These are old containers that had something in them like milk or orange juice or whatever, and I just rinse them out and use tap water. Again, this water will all be filtered before I drink it or use it. You can buy these kinds of containers at hardware stores, and they hold 7 gallons. And they're great for storage. They're blue. They're not going to grow algae in them. Keep all your stored water out of direct sunlight or in containers that won't grow algae. Again, you can put a little bleach in it and it won't hurt you because you are going to filter it. The city does it anyway. Okay. Other storage containers that we have on site.
15 minutes.
Are other IBC containers.
Minutes.
This is an IBC container on the other side of the property, and it has the valve right here, and you can get this, come closer please, you can get this fitting that receives a water spigot to put a water hose on. So you can see the potentials here for moving water, making water easy to access on your land. And behind us we have more barrels. This barrel here is full. Those three are full. And you'll notice I have a lot of firewood. When we talk about heating water, I'll show you a method that I've used that my dad taught me many, many years ago. It's older than dirt technology. We'll go over here. You may have heard of it. It's a rocket stove. And you can make one out of 4 cinder blocks. Simply see how they're stacked. Now this one is cracked because I cracked it whenever I opened this end of it. This end has to be removed on 1 block only. You remove this block. You remove this piece and you make an L shape for the fire to burn in. Now what I do is I keep wood in this, and it takes very little wood, and this will get extremely hot very fast. And then you put your pot on top of this, which holds it really good. A big pot will fit on here, and you can boil your water for drinking and or for heating it for a shower. Alright, so there's a few tips that I have, and I got a lot more about energy, about food storage, about other techniques that you may not have seen somewhere else or never even heard of. But we'll make some more videos. If this one is received well, we'll make some more videos on other techniques, and it can get very extensive. I've gone way above and beyond what normal people would normally do. Anyway, thanks for watching.